Om Shanti. Today's Murli Essence. Sweet children, Madhuban is the home of the Father, the holiest of the holy. You must not bring anyone impure here. Question. What are the signs of those whose intellects have firm faith in this godly mission? Answer. They are very patient while dealing with praise and defamation. They never get angry. They do not look at anyone with body consciousness vision. They see others as souls and speak to others while considering themselves to be souls. While living together, husband and wife remain like lotus flowers. They never have any type of desire. Song. Why would the moths not burn? Om Shanti. The spiritual father explains to the spiritual children, that is, God teaches spiritual students. The students who study in those schools are not called spiritual students. They belong to the Vaishyas community. Previously, you two were devilish, that is, you belong to Ravan's community. You are now making effort to conquer Ravan, the five vices. In order to go to the kingdom of Ram, you have to explain to those who don't have this knowledge that they are in the kingdom of Ravan. They don't understand this. When you tell your friends and relatives, etc., that you are studying with the unlimited Father, it doesn't mean that they have that faith. They won't have that faith no matter how much you say that the Father or even God speaks. New ones are not allowed to come here. No one can come here without having a letter or asking permission. However, in some cases they do come. That too is breaking the law. You have to write everyone's news together with their names, etc., and ask permission to send that one. Then Baba would reply, you may send him. If that person is a student of the devilish impure world, the Father would explain that those studies are taught by Vaishyas impure ones, whereas this study is taught by God. Through that study, you only receive a status worth a few pennies, although someone may pass a very important exam. For how long would he be able to earn an income? Destruction is just ahead. Natural calamities will also come. You understand this. Make those who don't understand sit outside in the visiting room and explain to them. This is a godly study. Here only those whose intellects have faith will be victorious. That is, they will rule the world. Those who belong to Ravan's community do not know this. Great caution is required for this. No one is allowed to come here without permission. This is not a tourist place. In a short while, the laws will become very strict because this is the holiest of holy places. Shiv Baba is also called Indra. This is the court of Indra. People wear a ring of 9 jewels. There is an emerald in it as well as a topaz. All of these names are also given to angels. You souls are angels who fly. This is your description. However, those people do not understand anything about these matters. The rings that they wear also have certain other jewels among them. Some cost 1,000 rupees, whereas others cost 10 to 20 rupees. You children are also number wise. Some study and become masters. Others study and become maids or servants. A kingdom is being established. Therefore, the Father sits here and teaches you. He is also called Indra. This is the reign of knowledge. No one but the Father can give you knowledge. This is your aim and objective. If you had the faith that God is teaching this study, you would never leave it. The arrow will never strike those who have stone intellects. They come and then, while moving along, they fall. The five vices have been your enemies for half the cycle. They take you into body consciousness and slap you. You then become those who are amazed by the knowledge, who listen to the knowledge, who speak about it and then run away. Maya is very powerful. She knocks you down with just one slap. You may think that you will never fall, but nevertheless Maya slaps you. Both men and women here remain pure. No one but God can make them this. This is the godly mission. The Father is also called the boatman, and you are the boats. The boatman comes to take everyone's boat across. It is said that the boat of truth will rock, but it will not sink. There are so many sects and cults. It is as though there is a battle going on between knowledge and devotion. Sometimes devotion is victorious, but there will ultimately be victory for knowledge. Look how great the warriors on the path of devotion are. There are also great warriors on the path of knowledge who have been named Arjun, Bhim, etc. They have sat and written all of those stories. That praise belongs to you. You are now playing out your parts of heroes and heroines. It is at this time that the war takes place. Among you too, there are many who don't understand these aspects at all. The arrow will only strike those who are very good. Those who are third class will not be able to sit here. Day by day, the laws will become much stricter. It is unlawful for those who have stone intellects and are unable to understand anything to come and sit here. This hall is the holiest of holy places. The Pope is said to be holy. This Father is the holiest of the holy. The Father says, I have to benefit everyone. Everything is going to be destroyed. Not everyone is able to understand these things. Although they may listen to it, it goes in one ear and out the other. They neither imbibe anything themselves nor inspires others to do so. There are many such deaf and dumb people. The Father says, hear no evil, see no evil. They have portrayed this with a picture of monkeys. However, this applies to human beings. At this time, human beings are worse than monkeys. There is a story about Narad. He was told, look at your own face and check that you don't have the five vices in you. Just as you have visions, so they too have visions of Hanuman. The Father says, this happens every cycle. None of these things will exist in the golden age. This old world will finish. Those whose intellects have very firm faith will understand that they ruled that kingdom in the previous cycle too. The Father says, children, now imbibe divine virtues. Do not do anything unlawful. Have patience in response to praise and defamation. Let there not be any anger. You are such elevated students. God, the Father is teaching you. He is teaching you directly. Nevertheless, so many children forget this because he is in an ordinary body. The Father says you won't be able to be uplifted so much by looking at the bodily being. Look at the soul. The soul resides in the center of the forehead. The soul listens to this and nods in agreement. Always talk to souls. You souls are sitting on the thrones of your bodies. You were Tamopradhan and now have to become Satopradhan. When you consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father, the consciousness of your bodies will be broken. There has been body consciousness for half the cycle. At this time, all are body conscious. The Father says, now become soul conscious. It is souls that imbibe everything. It is souls that eat and drink. The Father is called Abhokta, the one beyond the effect of experiencing anything. He is the incorporeal. It is bodily beings who do everything. He doesn't eat or drink anything. He is Abhokta. Those people then copy this. They cheat human beings so much. You have all the knowledge in your intellects. Those who understood this in the previous cycle will understand it now. The Father says, I come and teach you every cycle and observe everything as the detached observer. You will study everything that you studied previously, number wise, according to the efforts you make. It does take time. They say the Iron Age still has 40,000 years left. This means that they are in extreme darkness. It is called the darkness of ignorance. There is the difference of day and night between the path of devotion and the path of knowledge. This too is a matter that has to be understood. You children have to remain immersed in great happiness. You have everything. You don't have any desires. You know that all your desires are being fulfilled exactly as they were in the previous cycle, and this is why you remain completely satisfied. Those who have no knowledge won't be satisfied. It is said, there is no nourishment like happiness. You receive a kingdom for birth after birth. Those who are to become maids and servants will not have as much happiness. You have to become totally brave warriors. Maya should not be able to shake you. The Father says you have to remain very cautious about your eyes. Let there not be any criminal vision. Sometimes they make mischief when they see a woman. Oh, you are brothers and sisters, Kumars and Kumaris, and so why do your physical organs make mischief? Maya finishes off big millionaires and billionaires. Maya completely kills even the poor. Then they say, Baba, I got hit. Oh, you were defeated even after 10 years. Now you will fall into the extreme depths of hell. You can understand that their stage is like inside. Some do very good service. Kumaris even shot the arrows at Bhishma Pitama, etc. These things are mentioned in the Gita a little. There are the versions of God. If God Krishna spoke the Gita, why does it say, very few know me as I am and what I am? You can't imagine what they would do if Krishna were here. Krishna exists in that body in the golden age. They don't know that I enter the body of the last birth of Krishna. Everyone would instantly come running in front of Krishna. When the Pope comes, such a huge crowd gathers in front of him. People don't understand that. At this time, everyone is impure and tamopradhan. They say, O purifier, come. However, they don't consider themselves to be impure. The father explains to the children so well. Baba's intellect goes to the special children at all the centers. When many specially loved children come here, I look at them here. Otherwise, I have to think of them outside. I perform the dance of knowledge in front of them. When the majority is of knowledgeable souls, there is great pleasure. There are many assaults on the daughters. They have to tolerate so much every cycle. By coming into knowledge, they even stop doing devotion. If they have a temple in their home and both husband and wife perform devotion, but the wife then becomes interested in knowledge and stops performing devotion, there is so much upheaval. She won't indulge in vice and will also stop studying the scriptures, and so there is fighting. There are many obstacles in this. They don't prevent you from going to other spiritual gatherings. Here it is a matter of purity. When men are unable to stay at home, they go away to the forest. Where would women go? They believe that women are the gateway to hell. The Father says they are the gateway to heaven. You daughters are establishing heaven. Previously, you were the gateway to hell. Now, heaven is being established. The golden age is the gateway to heaven, and the iron age is the gateway to hell. This is something to be understood. You children also understand this number wise according to your efforts. Although you remain pure, you imbibe knowledge number wise. You have come away from here and are now sitting here. However, it is explained to you that you now have to live in your households with your families. They have so much difficulty. Those who live here have no difficulty at all. Therefore, the Father explains, live at home with your families and remain as pure as a lotus. This is a matter of just this one final birth. While living at home with your families, consider yourself to be souls. It is souls that listen to this and souls that have to become this. It is souls that have been wearing different dresses every birth. We souls now have to return home. We have to have yoga with the Father. This is the main thing. The Father says, I am talking to souls. Each soul resides in the center of the forehead and listens through these organs. When a soul is not in his body, the body becomes a corpse. The Father comes and gives such wonderful knowledge. No one except the Supreme Soul can explain these things. Sannyasis, etc., do not look at souls. They consider each soul to be the Supreme Soul. Then they say that the soul is immune to the effect of action and they therefore go to the Ganges to wash their bodies. They don't understand that it is the soul that becomes impure, that it is the soul that does everything. The Father continues to explain to you, don't think, I am so and so, I am such and such. No, all are souls. There must be no discrimination of caste. Consider yourselves to be souls. The government doesn't believe in any religion. All of those religions are of bodies, but the Father of all souls is just the one. You have to look at souls. The original religion of all souls is peace. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharna. Listen to all the useless things you hear with one ear and then let them out of the other ear. Hear no evil, see no evil, imbibe the teachings that the Father gives you. Never have any limited desires. Be very cautious about your eyes. Let there be no criminal vision. Do not let any of your physical organs make mischief. Stay full of happiness. Blessing, may you become an image of attraction by increasing the shine of the soul conscious form with the oil of attention. Once the Father of the soul conscious form has been made to shine by the Father with knowledge, it cannot be extinguished. However, the percentage of the shine can increase or decrease. The shining star will attract everyone when you continue to pour the oil of attention into the lamp every day at Amrit Vela. When oil is poured into a lamp, it remains constantly lit. To pay complete attention in this way means to instill in yourself all the Father's virtues and powers. By paying such attention, you will become an image of attraction. Slogan: with the attitude of unlimited disinterest, reveal the seed of spiritual endeavor. Om Shanti.